What's up guys, this is my apartment tour. It is tech focused. This bedroom has pictures of my girlfriend. She did that, but kind of looks cute. My dresser, got all my watches. Now I'm not a fan of the smartwatches too much, so I do have Fitbit. I won that from work. I've got this Fossil, and this is from Macy's. My iPad 3, and then I got an old iPod as well. I want to make this into a photo frame, just kind of waiting to see what I want to do with it still. It looks nice as it is. It's kind of cool. It's like a dual charging station. It's nice from Belkin, so you can charge the iPhone here, wireless charging, and then you've got the Apple Watch. Got my AirPods. You gotta have the AirPods. More tech books. Yeah, so this is a plasma TV. This was one of my first high def TVs from 2007. I just don't want to get rid of it because if I get a house, I can use this as a spare bedroom. This is I bought this from a friend. This was for $400. I've always wanted a plasma, so 720p, but my eyesight's not that great. So this is actually perfect because I don't have the best eyesight. It's perfect. I spray painted the bottom with Plasti Dip, the base. This furniture's from IKEA, so it wasn't expensive to begin with. This speaker system, it's from well, I got it years ago. It was my parents. They just didn't want it. So yeah, I've got that. I've got the Harmony, and here I've got the TiVo Mini, which I'll talk about the TiVo system. Well, yeah, so this is the remote. I got this used, and this is my alarm clock. It turns on the TiVo and the TV in the morning. Although I don't really need the Harmony remote because this does control the sound system and TV, which is awesome. So this is really just there to set an IFTTT, so it wakes me up in the morning. Got a 360 remote there, got a 360 there, and an Xbox original. That's soft modded. I want to mod that, but it's just for looks now because I don't really have time. And yeah, there's a lot going on here. This is basically everything here. Almost everything was from IKEA. The couch was from IKEA. This just I got used. Got my work laptop there. This is my personal laptop, a ThinkPad T580. I freaking love this thing. It's my personal laptop. It's got all the bells and whistles. It's just perfect. It's just one of the best laptops I've ever had. It has 2 batteries. So you've got one out here if I want to swap and one internal as well. Honestly, that is awesome. I've got an iPad mini, one of the newest one. It's got the Bionic processor, which is really cool. That's an iMac Intel before they went silver. I just kind of gutted it, so I got the screen there. I want to make that into like a Raspberry Pi, or a Google Now Assistant display, like a little photo stand. I just haven't had time, but that is something I really want to do. The lamp is from IKEA. Speakers, which I want to do surround sound, but now that I'm moving, probably not. This is awesome. This is just an ottoman, but this is an Xserve from Apple. Talked about it in a separate video, but then this is a really cool thing. You've got the two, I got a PowerPC, which I got used. I like Apple. I like old Apple stuff. And then I got an empty case, which I made a home server, which not anymore. I don't know, just kind of seeing, nothing prioritized at this moment. Everything's just sort of a mess. But yeah, so this is a really cool table stand here. I love it. So yeah, so that is the fiber optic. Finally got fast installed. I am so happy about that. I got 2 posters here, Halo 3 and Call of Duty. Call of Duty 4, really Modern Warfare Remastered. Honestly, this is just sick because one of the 2 greatest games ever invented, I think. But yeah, so this is the big kahuna. This is, I talked about it in a separate video, but this is the Samsung QLED Q9F 2018 65-inch beast. I highly recommend this TV. Oh my God, I got the wall mount, no gap. Although, to be honest, there's a little bit of a gap, but it doesn't matter. Honestly, who cares? It's just amazing. The best part is that you will have this just one cable. It has fiber optic and little wires for DC. So basically, one box here, which is this big one, right here, is having all the HDMI hookups, Ethernet, power, and everything. There's just one cable. Yes, you're right, this is a cable you still want to hide, but this is an apartment. I don't want to make a big hole. You do need a big hole because each side of those things are very, very big. So I'm just gonna live with it, don't care. This thing is from Walmart, not expensive at all. Got my Xbox One, Sony 7-channel receiver. This thing is a beast. I tried other receivers like Pioneer, but it just does such a great job. I'll try to put a model number in the description. I got 2 tower speakers from Polk Audio. Model in the description. These are kind of low-end monitors, but when you pair this with a Pioneer receiver, sorry, Sony receiver, wonders. The bass response is really good. You don't even need a subwoofer, which I can't use because my neighbors complain about that. It's also from IKEA. It actually wasn't expensive. It looks really nice. Lights up the room pretty well at night. That is a Pioneer receiver. I just kind of gutted it, and I'm trying to make that into a home theater PC, but I don't have the time right now. That is a TiVo. That is a TiVo Vox here. It's got the voice remote. I got a PS3 here. I'm trying to mod, which I haven't had time for still, but yeah. This is the Samsung remote. Honestly, it's not a bad remote, although this kind of gives me more stuff to it, so, but I try to use both, vice versa. This is the DX Racer. Holy crap, one of the best chairs I've ever owned. It's very comfortable. I've owned this for more than almost 5 years, I think. There's no shedding. One of the best investments. It is $300, but this is built to last. And now the meat and potatoes, this is my desk. I absolutely love this. This is, I'm sure you guys heard of the LG 34-inch. They've pioneered the ultra-wide, but this is their big brother, the 38-inch. 38-inch is the height of a 32-inch TV, so it's bigger real estate. I think LG is the only one that makes this at this screen size. I got Polk Audio speakers here and there. They are awesome. I've got a Mac Mini here, got it from my parents. They kind of went and got a 27-inch, like 2019. And they're like, you know, they didn't need this anymore. A Sony receiver for the 2 speakers. Just an old HP monitor that I want to use for stats and stuff like that. This was my original setup, a 2-monitor system. That was my original mechanical keyboard. I'm using now this Corsair. I hate this. I like this, but I don't really know what to do anymore, so I'm just gonna wait because I spent so much money on them both. Ubiquiti Edge Router Lite. That's my cat. I named him Cisco. Get out of here, Cisco. Yeah, like the company, but it's fine because Cisco's also short for Francisco. Yeah, 1080p, both of them. This is a Brother printer, black and white, but it was cheap, USB only, just a fantastic printer. Oh my God. Old phone because I got the triple play. All these desks were from IKEA, by the way. This is the Grand Poobah. This is awesome. I've got a 16-port Netgear switch. I've actually got for this, and I've got a long Ethernet cable going to there. So that's wired, hardwired. I've got the Verizon ONT there for 3 services. Power's there, and that's a Mac Mini. That's a 2013, and that runs the latest Mac OS. I put an SSD in it, and that's sort of when I do any kind of coding on Mac. I will just, you know, which I do at iOS development as well. So you need the most up-to-date Mac. So that's my development Mac, and also like a file server, this and that, blah blah blah. I have the Verizon Gateway, and last but not least, the big kahuna. I'll make another video on this, but this is a 10-year-old machine. It's modified. This is not the original. This case is from something that Dell made. But yeah, I'll talk about it in a separate video. This is just a beast. This is running a Core i7-950. I've got, that stuff is actually wired up with command strips, so for the power strips, so if you guys are interested in that. So I could do text messaging, calendar, notes, everything I need to do here that's iCloud related. If I need to do anything that needs the latest Mac OS, I've got the Mac Mini over here. But how I'm controlling this, I'm using something called Synergy. I think it's like $20 or something like that. And this keyboard mouse is plugged into my main desktop here, so I could just type up stuff as you can see. But it's really cool. So if I drag the mouse over here, if you configure it right, then yeah, you can control things here. The keyboard is going to work as well. So give me a second. So yeah, I'll just see it says iTunes there. Same keyboard. So yeah, that's a really cool thing. The lighting I have here is from IKEA. So there's an LED light there, LED right over there, and then there's one giant light bar on the bottom. By the way, that's a cable management tray that you can also get from IKEA. The module, the AC to DC converter, and I just use kind of like a nail gun, like a staple, So I kind of stapled the wires up here, and then I use double-sided tape for this, so I can easily keep it nice and neat, and I can easily adjust the lighting. I think it's really cool. It really helps with some lighting here. Now this apartment does have like overhead lighting, so for the kitchen, but you know, I don't have a dining table. I have this. This really comes in handy. So this is set up at night. As you can see, it really helps with you know, glare or eye strain. Honestly, it does make a difference to have lighting like this. It's not fancy, crazy LEDs. It's just, they're just simple LEDs, but it really makes a difference. Let me know what you guys think.